Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.
Welcome to the temple. It's so good to have everyone here and everyone that are on the YouTube and other virtual channels. It's wonderful to celebrate Shabbat with you and to celebrate a very special birthday of Mickey Heidemann. I think it's 80, but I'm not sure. So we begin our service singing together Ma Yafeh Hayom Shabbat Shalom. How beautiful the day is. It is Shabbat. Blessings over the candles and the fruit of the vine. I would like to invite Mickey and Carol Heidemann to lead us on the blessings over the candles and the fruit of the vine.
Join me, please. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu l'hanei shel Shabbat. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the light of Shabbat. Baruch atah
Continue on page 5. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei pri hagafen. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, creator of the fruit of the vine.
Don't go to sit yet. We have a special blessing for you. מי שבירך אבותינו ואימותינו, אברהם, יצחק ויעקב, שרה רבקה, רחל ולאה, הוא יברך אותך, מיכאל דוד, ביום הולדתך ה-80. May the one who blessed our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah, bless our friend Mickey Heidemann on his special anniversary of his birth. May God, who enabled you to live to this day, grant you life and happiness and many more years of blessing, contentment, strength, and well-being, keeping you free from all anxieties and ills. May you rejoice in the happiness of all your loved ones and see the fulfillment of all your worthy hopes and prayers. And let us all join together as we say, Amen. And we want to sing for you, Shechianu.
Join me. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, shehechianu v'kimanu v'hirianu b'zman hazeh. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, shehechianu v'kimanu v'hirianu b'zman
And we turn now to page 20 to welcome together the Sabbath drive. We rise as we turn to page 28 for the Berlow. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, ruler of the universe, who speaks the evening into being, skillfully opens the gates, forcefully alters the time and changes the seasons, and arranges the stars in their heavenly courses according to plan. You are creator of day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness from light, transforming day into night and distinguishing one from the other. Adonai Tzvaot is your name. Ever-living God, may you reign continually over us into eternity. Blessed are you, Adonai, who brings on evening. Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'ma'ariv ha'arvi. And we turn to page 34 for the calling of the Shema.
Shema Yisrael
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובישריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם. Next week, in our Torah portion, our people will be crossing the Sea of Reeds, and in oath singing to Adonai, Miriam and Moses and all the women and men, Mi Chamocha. We will follow their lead as we turn to page 40 to sing together, Mi Chamocha. Together on the bottom of page 43. Give us a place to rest, Adonai our God. Bring us into shelter in the soft, long evening shadows of your truth. For with you are true protection and safety, and in your presence are acceptance and gentle love. Watch over us as we go forth. Prepare for us as we return. Spread over us your shelter of peace, over all beloved, over our Jerusalem and yours. Baruch atah Adonai, הפורש סוכת שלום, עלינו ועל כל עמו ישראל ועל ירושלים. For the tefillah on page 46. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו ואמותינו, אלוהי אברהם, אלוהי יצחק ואלוהי יעקב, אלוהי שרה, אלוהי רבקה, אלוהי רחל ואלוהי לאה, האל הגדול, הגיבור והנורא, אל עליון, גומל חסדים טובים וקונה הכל, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה. מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, God of our fathers and mothers, God of Abraham, God of Isaac, and God of Jacob, God of Sarah, God of Rebekah, God of Rachel, and God of Leah, the great, mighty, and awesome God, transcendent God, who bestows loving kindness, creates everything out of love, remembers the love of our fathers and mothers, and brings redemption to their children's children for the sake of the divine name. Sovereign deliverer, helper, and shield, blessed are you, Adonai, Sarah's helper, Abraham's shield. Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham ve'ezrat Sarah. We read together. You are forever mighty, Adonai. You give life to all. You cause the wind to shift and rain to fall. You sustain life through love, giving life to all. Through great compassion, supporting the falling, healing the sick, freeing the captive, keeping faith with those who sleep in the dust. Who is like you, source of mighty acts? Who resembles you, a sovereign who takes and gives life, causing deliverance to spring up, and faithfully giving life to all? Blessed are you, Adonai, who gives life to all. Baruch atah Adonai, mechaye hakol. You are holy, your name is holy, and those who are holy praise you every day. Blessed are you, Adonai, the holy God. Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el. Please be seated as we turn to page 61 for the blessing for peace. Please join me as we read together. Grant us peace, your most precious gift, O eternal source of peace, and give us the will to proclaim its message to all the peoples of the earth. Bless our country as a safeguard of peace, its advocate among the nations. May contentment reign within our borders, health and happiness within our homes. Strengthen the bonds of friendship and fellowship among all the inhabitants of every land. Plant virtue in every soul, and may the love of your name hallow every home and every heart. Praised are you, Eternal One, who blesses our people with peace. Baruch atah Adonai, המברך את עמו ישראל בשלום. We take a moment for a silent prayer. We turn to page 253 for the Misha Berach, as we name in our hearts those whom we know that need blessing and healing and courage and strength. We think especially today, as today is International Holocaust Day, on those living among us and all over the world that have survived the Holocaust. And tonight especially, we think of our brothers and sisters in Jerusalem, where a terrorist hit a synagogue, killing 7 innocent worshippers and wounded dozens of people who just came to welcome the Shabbat. And as thoughts for healing and strength and courage are in our hearts, we sing together, Mi Sheberach. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. It's great to celebrate Shabbat with a full chapel. Did not happen in the past 3 years, so thank you all for being here, and thank everyone that is on virtually here. Our Torah portion continues the most inspiring and important story in our tradition, the Exodus from Egypt, a story that inspired not only us, but all of humanity. We are not yet out. Next week we're going to go out, and among all the many messages that this story brings, there's also a special message which is so appropriate for today's celebration and so important for our community, for our congregation, and for our society. So Adonai says, as already Adonai did, he does that 10 times to Moses and Aaron, go and tell Pharaoh, let my people go. And we all know that the answer until the last plague is going to be no, and then just get out of here, I don't want to see you. But in one of those moments, the Torah adds a piece of information, and the Torah says the following: and Moses was 80 years old, and Aaron was 83 years old when they spoke to Pharaoh. Now we have to remember, this is the beginning of Moses' leadership. This is before the 40 years in the desert. Moses is not a success story yet. He's actually a failure. Everything he does goes wrong. It's going to take 40 years to make Moses the leader that the Torah is going to sum up his leadership by saying, never again will someone like Moses rise in the history of the people of Israel. Moses becomes the greatest leader in our history, the greatest prophet in our history, someone that everybody owns so much that even though he was not a rabbi, the rabbis are calling him Moshe Rabbeinu, Moses our rabbi, wanting to say he is actually one of us. Such a great leadership. But there's a lesson there, a teaching there, that in our tradition, our Torah is teaching us that we look at the elders in our midst and we know that they carry with them wisdom and experience and leadership ability that can actually be the greatest possible leadership that we can have. There's a great Mishnah in the ethics of our ancestors that describes what human beings can do in different stages of their lives. So when you're 5, you can begin to read from the Torah. When you're 10, you can actually read simple rabbinical literature like the Mishnah. At 13, you're ready for your bat or bar mitzvah. At 15, you can actually understand the Talmud. At 18, you can start getting married, they actually say. At 20, start chasing your dreams, and it goes on and on. And when it comes to 80, it says, 80 is the age of gvurot, meaning 80 is the age of strength, of might. You can even translate gvura as being a hero. You know, when Abraham reaches not 80, but 173 years of age, the Torah says on Abraham that he is zaken ba bayamim, he's an old person that comes with all his days. And the rabbis are asking, what does that mean? And the answer is, he is bringing with him the wisdom and the experience and the knowledge that he learned in every day of his life. There's a great teaching in this story. Why does the Torah bother to tell us that Moses was 80? It's not an important part of the story, but they want to tell us that we should be very careful in the way we look at the elders in our midst. And if we're smart, if we're wise, we're going to understand that these are the greatest leaders that we can have. And something personal, the more I work with young people, the more I appreciate the elders in our midst. Shabbat Shalom.
You can find our anthem on page 361.
Oh
rise as we turn to page 283 for the Aleinu. Please join me as we read together in the middle of the page. Let us adore the ever-living God and render praise unto you, who spreads out the heavens and established the earth, whose glory is revealed in the heavens above, and whose greatness is manifest throughout the world. You are our God, there is none else. We read together at the top of page 287. May we gain wisdom in our lives, overflowing like a river with understanding, loved each of us for the peace we bring to others. May our deeds exceed our speech, and may we never lift up our hand, but to conquer fear and doubt and despair. Rise up like the sun, O God, over all humanity. Cause light to go forth over all the lands between the seas, and light up the universe with the joy of wholeness, of freedom and peace. Our thoughts turn to those who have departed this earth, our own loved ones, those whom our friends and neighbors have lost, the martyrs of our people whose graves are unmarked, and those of every race and nation whose lives have been a blessing to humanity. As we remember them, we meditate on the meaning of love and loss, of life and death. On this Shabbat, we remember especially Jose Maza, Henry Berg Brousseau, Lawrence S. Bloom, Oscar Eddie Cantor, Miriam Davis, Arnie Friedman, Mildred Glovinger, Pauline Grossman, Carmen Niedelman, Esther Sarason, Louie Sarason, Jack Shapiro, Benjamin Weiskopf, Irving Borshow, Louis Flam, William Frenz, Nelia Kaskina, Susan Marks, Harold Rowe, Catherine Radman, Norma Jean Seidemann, David Tasman, Henry Sis, Howard Grossman, Ann R. Rosenbaum, Anna Taylor, Boris Elkin, Mildred Falk, Rosalind Gendel, Aaron Carl, Lonnie Nafusi, Ronya Talis, Evelyn Weiss, Alfred Berg, Adrian Bayer, Zelda Marks, Abraham Penner, George Berry, Clarice Gradman, Jean Martin, Magdalena Kintro, Joyce Russell, George Herman, Gilbert Levy, Ruth Segal, Harry Wolf, Juliet Karp, William J. Simon, and in recent days, Bernard Shakin. We think of our loved ones whom death has recently taken from us, those who died at this season in years past, and those whom we have drawn into our hearts with our own. With the blessed memories of our loved ones in our hearts, we rise as we turn to page 294 to read together the Mourner's Kaddish. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, בעלמא דברה חירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מברך לעלם ולעולמי עלמיה, יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו, לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דאמירן בעלמה ואמרו אמן. יהי שלמה רבה מן שמיה, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. זיכרונם לברכה. May the memory of our loved ones come to be a blessing and a benediction to us all. Amen. Our closing song is Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu. May peace come, if we will bring it in our time.
It's on page 353.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. You don't want to miss on the oneg that is in the Heidemann Auditorium. You haven't seen such oneg for many years. And please say Shabbat Shalom to someone you have not met before. Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.